Kreminna, forest area near Kreminna. Some of the fiercest battles were fought here. Now we will see how the Azov Brigade and its assault unit clear enemy positions. The assault group prepares to move out, checking weapons, preparing equipment and supplies. Everything is fully prepared. They inspect each other to identify any mistakes in gear. Such checks are carried out before every mission. Now they move to the starting position. Tanks move first to open the way to the enemy positions. They fire and clear paths through the forest. From that point on, everything depends on the assault troops. The assault group begins its movement, with tanks advancing in parallel. Their task is to drive Russian occupiers out of forest positions. This is extremely difficult, but essential for liberating this sector. The tank completes its strike. Enemy morale is low. It is time for the assault group to engage. The battle is conducted in pairs. Each soldier has a partner. When one reloads or throws a grenade, the other covers him. Fighters try not to cluster together so the enemy cannot hit several soldiers with one shot. Unfortunately, this is not always possible. Trenches are narrow and shallow. There are few places where pairs can move side by side. Grenades are thrown, and immediately after the explosion, the shelter is cleared with small arms. Action camera footage allows all movements to be analyzed after the assault. Mistakes, if any, will be identified and used for future operations. All information is classified, collected, and processed for training future assault troops. The fighters move fast, so the enemy has no time to recover. After tank fire, they advance with rifles, grenade launchers, and hand grenades. A grenade launcher fires. Small arms fire follows, and the group pushes forward.
Давай!
Constant mutual cover. One fighter throws a grenade, the other provides cover. Fire is controlled. Short, aimed shots rather than long bursts. There is a wounded soldier. He is pulled to the rear. For him, the assault is over. Evacuation will take him to medical treatment. A fighter uses a strobe flashlight to disorient the enemy inside a dark shelter. He offers the enemy a chance to surrender. The Russian soldier agrees. He exits the shelter and is immediately questioned about how many are inside. He was alone in that position. He gives information about the next enemy positions, their numbers and locations. He is sent to the rear, where he will later be exchanged for Ukrainian prisoners. Ukrainian fighters always offer the enemy a chance to surrender first. If they refuse, fire is used. The fighters shout "Hurrah!" to encourage each other. Position by position, bunker by bunker, the enemy shelters are cleared. Usually, there is at least one enemy soldier in each dugout. Another soldier is wounded. His condition is serious. Medical aid begins immediately. He has a penetrating wound to the side of the chest. The wound must be sealed to prevent pneumothorax. In such cases, every second counts. One fighter calls for support. 2 more men are needed to carry the wounded soldier to evacuation. He is alive, but in critical condition.
Суббота, выдели 2 человека, брат, надо вынести тяжелого.
They keep talking to him constantly to monitor his condition. A stretcher is deployed. Evacuation begins. Ukrainian soldiers always recover their wounded and fallen from the battlefield. No one is ever left behind. No one is forgotten. This terrible war was started by Russia, without regard for its own citizens or those of Ukraine. The clearing must continue. The assault goes on.
Шелест, братан, живи, блядь! Зачищайте, зачищайте! Ебать! Держи внимательно! Пропустили биток!
Grenades and gunfire. The fighters continue working in pairs. If one cannot fight, another replaces him. While one prepares a grenade, the other watches and covers. The grenade is inside the enemy shelter. Explosion, gunfire, clearing, everything is filled with smoke. Visibility is poor. The fighters reach a key line where they can take defensive positions and wait for the consolidation group. another wounded soldier.
Выстраивай своих выставь. Да, контрольте, растяни там людей. Вот, а где твои? Где еще твои? Туда, давай, туда, парни, не теряемся. Ему скажи. Да. Затягивай сильно. Принял. Харон. Я хижак, прием.
While he provides first aid to himself, others cover him. A medic cannot always reach the wounded because the enemy may still be inside the shelter. The wounded fighter had been under direct fire, but his comrades handled the situation correctly. The position is fully cleared. More fighters arrive. After full clearing, the area is inspected again to ensure no enemy remains behind their lines.
Ему скажи. Я ужал, встречай резерв, там 5 человек. Они в твоем распоряжении, растягивай. Хижак, стрекоза зачищена, эвакуирован. Контрольте фланги! Контроль фланги!
Сам штурм у нас занял времени около 20 минут. Когда мы делаем налеты какие-либо на позиции, мы зашли, противника уничтожили позицию. В данный момент противник преобладает сила артиллерии, у них запас боеприпасов. Когда естественно штурм, наши параболи сомневаются в том, что но при этом мы выиграли.
В самом штурме тупо, блядь, один человек нахуй потерь. 2-300. Говорю, при самом... Нет, один человек потерь. А потом тупо арта...
All fighters gather in the shelter and discuss the assault. They conduct an initial analysis and plan the next steps. They will wait here for the main forces to arrive and secure the position. They report to command and rest. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave comments. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes. See you in the next videos.
Назад, назад, давайте.